Welcome to OOPS Tutorials. I am Venkat. This is part 4 OOPS in depth. In this video, we will discuss about inheritance rule number 3. Before looking at the rule number 3, let us look at the question. This is today's question. So there is a parent class and has one method, and there is a child class inheriting from parent class and has one method in child class. So here I'm creating object for child class and assigning that to a parent class reference. So here if you notice, it is a parent class reference. So I'm creating object for child class and storing it inside the parent class reference, and I'm calling two methods, obj.child method, obj.parent method. What is the output here? So if you guess, the output is say child method and parent method. So for this child method and for this parent method, then that's wrong. So here we will get the compile time error. So let us see why we will get the compile time error. Here the rule number 3 says we cannot access the child class members with the parent class reference, which is holding child class instance. Inheritance rule number 3 says even if we are creating object for child class, if we store that inside the parent class reference, we cannot access the child class members. In the previous video, we have seen about this statement. We have created object for parent class and we were not able to access the child class members. Like so, using this particular object, we were able to access the parent class members, and using the same object, we were not able to access the child class members. Okay, coming to this one. So here I'm creating object for child class and I'm assigning this particular instance into the parent class reference. Here if you notice, it is a parent class. Okay, that is possible. So we are storing this instance inside the parent class reference. So using this particular reference, can we access both parent and child class members? No. So here we can access the parent class members, yes, but we cannot access the child class members even if you are storing the child class instance inside the parent class reference object. That's the rule number 3. This is the rule number 2 and this one is the rule number 3. So rule number 2 and rule number 3 are behaving like same thing in inheritance. There is a difference in polymorphism. We will discuss that difference when we are discussing about the polymorphism. But coming to the inheritance, so whenever you are creating the parent class object or the parent reference type to child class object, in both the cases, we cannot able to access the child class members. We can only call the parent class members. So here now you can say what is the output. So definitely the output is the compile time error, because using parent class object reference we cannot call the child class members. So here we will get the compiler error. So let us paste the same code inside the Visual Studio and let us see. So here you can see there is a parent class and child class. Both are having different methods, parent method and child method. And here if you notice, I'm creating object for child class and saving that into parent class reference. And here I'm trying to call child class method using that particular object. So it is saying the same error as we have seen in the previous video. Parent class does not contain a definition for child method. So that's the error. So here the output for this particular snippet is compile time error.